Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be looking at the present perfect continuous. Blah! That's even harder to say. Now, you could go to a place and another short video and figure this out, but that's not going to feel like a real live class, which is what I always want to do with all of my videos, and especially here. Okay, so are you ready to wow your friends with your amazing English? Then, if you are, let's get started. All right, here we go. So we've covered so far in my past videos the present perfect, the past perfect, the future perfect, and now we're going to begin looking at the perfect continuous tenses. So crazy. Okay, let's see here if it will load. We had this problem before. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start off with a little review here of the past. Then we'll look at the structures to make sure you understand it, and especially how to use it. We'll compare it with the present perfect, okay, which is super important to understand. And it's not mentioned here, but we are going to do a quiz in which you will have to guess the tense. So I'm looking forward to that. Aren't you ready? Ready? Let's go. Here's our review. When do you use the present perfect tense? When do you use it? People in the chat, if you know, let me know. If you don't know, guess. Take a guess, okay? I'm not going to give too much time here so we can move on. But if you've been reviewing my classes, you will know the present perfect tense use. Okay, I see a Carlos there just wrote which is actually the Spanish version to write In English, we write it as okay? So be careful with that. All right, next, well, let me tell you how to use it. So the present perfect tense is used for things that they start in the past and they have a relationship with the present. So we use them for experiences like, have you ever been to Mexico, where I live? Okay. Or things that are changes over time. So Josh has grown a lot since I've last seen him. Has grown up. Okay. Also, when there are multiple things that happened in the past and have a relationship in the present, like I have published 2 books and written 3 newspaper articles, something like that. Okay, so there's lots of uses. A 4th way is for recent past, and you would use just, like, I just finished my homework. Woo! Time to play soccer or football. But in Canada and America, we call it soccer. Football is something else. Yes, Carlos, like I have seen this before. All right, let's move on to focusing first on structure, but this is of the present continuous, okay? Present continuous. So think in your brain, what is it? What's the structure of present continuous? Right? If you are not watching this live, whenever you watch my videos and I ask you questions, which I do all the time, pause the video, think of the answer, and then press play and see if you're right. So our structure here, right, is present continuous. Here we have it. Subject plus MR is plus the present participle. What the heck is present participle? Good question. I'm so glad you asked. You probably know it as verb plus ing, right? Going, running, being, having, right? All of those wonderful things. So that's the present continuous in the positive form, okay? For example, he is eating bread right now. And notice we have right now, that's our time expression that says ding, 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 you need to use present continuous, okay? And let's continue. All right, now here we have present perfect continuous. Okay, so how is this going to be different? Present perfect by itself, the structure is subject plus have or has plus past participle or verb number 3, eat, ate, eaten, right? So how would we do the present perfect continuous? If you're there in the chat, check it out. Let me see if you know, right? If you're watching this live, keep up with me and we'll see. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Let's look at it. Okay, this is have or has, right? Present are in the perfect tenses. You want to know how to put the have or the has or the had, right? Or the will have. It's always about whatever we say. In the present perfect, it's have or has. Past perfect, had. Future perfect, will have. Easy, okay? But in the continuous tense, we always need some form of be. So if our present perfect has the past participle always, right? Then it has to have been the past participle of be, right? Which is am, are, is, was, were, been, okay? So have or has been plus the verb ing, present participle. All right, let's look at an example here. He has been eating, that's long, bread since we arrived at the restaurant. Okay, he has been eating bread since we arrived. Okay, interesting. I love bread. How about you? Did you get it right? Let's see. The real question is, Carlos, if you have any questions, just write them down in the chat since you're lost, and I will totally answer them as we go. Okay, that's what the live class is for. And if I'm talking too fast, let me know. So the real important thing is, when do we use the present perfect continuous? Think about it. Think about it. Take a guess. If you have no clue, that's great. That's why we're here, okay? So here we have something that happened in the past, right? And let's look at it more. This is very similar to present perfect by itself. So it is used to emphasize, say that word, okay? Common pronunciation problem. Emphasize the ongoing, continuing nature and duration of something that started in the past. Okay, so one thing, it's still continuing today. I have been studying English for 3 years. Notice we have the for plus a duration of time. When you have that to say, notice ding, 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 ding. Okay, present perfect continuous, maybe that too. Okay, and let's see here. Recently finished, okay? The focus here is on the duration. She has been crying. Sad but true, all right? And you want to know a tip to differentiate the two of them. Carlos, I suppose you're talking about the structures, right? You go back, you'll see how there is, you can always remember that the perfect tense, right, has the present or the past participle, verb 3, and the continuous tense, it does have the past participle, but it is always been, and then you have your verb ing. So have has been, then your verb ing. Yes, that is the difference. Okay, let's continue. All right. Oof. This is the hard stuff. Are you ready? Present perfect continuous versus present perfect. Actually, it's not that hard. You can do it. So let's talk. It's always something that started in the past. They both refer to an action that started in the past, as we talked about, and has a relationship with the present. Okay, so let's look at the difference. Present perfect focuses on completion or result of an action. Let's look at this example. I have lived in Mexico for 5 years. True story. Married a Mexican. Fantastic. I recommend it. Okay. That is emphasizing, or it emphasizes the completion of the action from 5 years ago until now. Okay, cool, good. But if we want to focus more on the continuing action, the duration of time, we could say, I have been living in Mexico for 5 years. Okay, this is emphasizing the fact that it's still happening, right? I'm still living in Mexico and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. All right, now here's the quiz, the fun part. Are you ready to participate? You have to decide which tense is correct, okay? Check out the sentence and choose the right option. And remember, always be speaking. I want you reading out loud, giving your answer out loud. That's super important for learning. Speaking. All right. So, first question. Right now, she blah, 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 blah for her chemistry exam. Okay, what's our option here? She blah, blah, blah for her chemistry exam. So the key is to look at the time word. So let me know in the chat, is it A, B, C, D, E, or F? Okay. So let me know in the chat what you think the answer is. Remember, looking at our time word, that's super important. Okay. And okay, we got some people saying D here. I'm going to give 5 more seconds for anyone else. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, it's not D. All right, but okay, Roberto, good job. You got it. All right. The other guys, keep studying. Okay. So why though? Why is studying? Be careful with the pronunciation. Studying. Ying. Okay, there's a Y there. Ying. Studying. Okay. So why is studying? That's our next question. That is the present continuous tense. Okay, remember, it's the time word, right now. If something is happening at this moment, we use the present continuous tense, which is MR is plus present participle verb plus ing. Okay? Cool. Let's continue. Next one. All right. I blah 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 all my homework now. Can I go out now? I read that wrong. I all my homework. Can I go out now? All right, what's our answer? A, B, C, D, E, or F? Okay, we got some answers in the chat here. Keep going, keep going. This is interesting. Now, remember, you shouldn't be guessing, okay? If you have an answer, don't say, oh, I think it's that. No. Whenever you give a reason, make sure, or an answer, make sure you have a reason, okay? Because there's always a reason. So the answer is, we have some different options here. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see, let's see. Da, 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 da. Look at that. E, have finished. What tense is that? It is present perfect. Why is it present perfect? If you can write it in the chat. If you don't know, well, you're in the right place because I will tell you, okay? So this is because, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it, write it, okay? Why is it in the present perfect tense? Oh, I don't know why it's not showing the answer to you guys. Okay, let's see. It should show your answer. The answer is E, okay? And yes, the answer E, have finished. So the present perfect tense, remember, is have or has plus the past participle. Okay? All right. So, yes, I don't know why the slide is not coming up for you guys, I don't think. Anyways, it's all good. We have the reason that it is E is because it is something that has happened in the recent past, okay? The recent past, which means that's when we use present perfect. So we're emphasizing also that it's a finished action, right? You could technically, you could say, well, you couldn't say, right? I have been finishing all of my homework. No, that doesn't make sense because we use the present perfect continuous for an action that keeps going, right? That is ongoing. This one, it's done. It's something that happened in the recent past. It's done. All right, let's see if this continues. It doesn't seem like it is on your side, although I am going on my side. So let's see. Oopsies. Okay, let me reshare this for you. That's the issues with presenting things live. Some things don't always go as planned. Okay. Yep, I noticed the PPT is frozen on your side, but not on mine. Okay. This has happened before, but yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can fix this. In the meantime, while I'm working on it, please, can you make a sentence using any perfect tense you want in the chat? And if you're watching this live, of course, I'll let you know when to skip it. If you're not watching this live, okay, make a sentence in any tense you want. Okay, let's see if this is working for you guys now. Okay, perfect tense sentence. It is still not working. Let me see. Let's do this. Hi. Okay, and then this. Interesting. Last time it took me around 10 minutes to get this fixed, so Hopefully it won't be the same. Have you thought of your perfect tense yet? Your, yes, this is very strange. Have you thought of your perfect tense sentence yet? Let's make one in the present perfect tense. Okay, remember the present perfect tense. If this starts working, then I'll continue with the PPT. If not, well, we're going to continue on in the chat. Okay, so I have the next question. All right, the next question is, I work at this company since 2020. I work at this company since 2020. Okay, so work is our verb. Ooh, this is level 10, next level for you. I want you to put, okay, I want you to put the right form of work here. I should have put that in brackets. I work at this company since 2020. So no extra options for you. Let's see if it works. And while we're waiting for the answer to that, my friend Fire have changed the story multiple times. Okay, it's good. You just made one mistake in there. It's my friend Fire. Since this is singular, it's actually my friend Fire has changed the story multiple times. Nice. Present perfect tense. Okay, so I blank work at this company since 2020. What is happening? Okay, I work at this company since 2020. Okay, what can we put? So when we have since, okay, we have since 2020, since plus a start time equals the present perfect tense. So your answer should be, I have worked at this company since 2020. Notice pronunciation, okay? The pronunciation of this is very 2020, not 2020, though you can say 2020. I'll admit you can do that, okay? But I'm trying to fix this for you. But you cannot actually, let's see, this will help. I restart the capture. Ooh, I think I figured it out. All right, here we go. All right. So yeah, this will be a present perfect tense at something. Now it's good. It's fixed. It's good. All right. So your answer we put in here, okay, is dum, 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 dum. Let's see if it loads again. Yes, have been working. Good. Adriana, awesome. Wow, great. Carlos, good. Wow, I'm impressed, guys. This was not easy. So yes, since plus 2020, since plus a start time is either present perfect, or if you want to emphasize continuing action, it's have been working. All right, let's move to the next one now that I have this figured out how to fix. Okay, look, the kids in the garden. Okay, the kids blah 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 in the garden. So which is it? A, B, C, D, E, or F? Good luck. Remember, don't just put an answer without having a reason. Okay, do you know why? Do you know why this is the answer? That's my question for you. Why? So I see some answers here. We have a C. Okay, are playing. I'm going to give 5 more seconds for you guys to think about this. 5, 4, 3, 2, don't want to answer. Wow. Okay. So rude. Okay. All right. The answer is bum, 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 bum. Here we have it. C. C is correct. Are playing. This is present continuous tense. Why? Because it's something that's happening right now. Look, do it now. The kids are playing in the garden. That's great. Kids are always playing on their phones. It's nice to go outside for a change. Okay, next one. We wait for the bus for 20 minutes. Okay, we for the bus for 20 minutes. Okay, what's your answers, guys? All right. What is your answers? For notice again that I said instead of saying 20, it's okay. You can say 20. But real native speakers like me will say 20. 20 minutes. No t in there. Okay. Ooh, we have some different answers here. Let's see. Let's see. I'll give 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is D. Congratulations to the people who said D. You are fantastic. Okay. It is have been waiting. Present perfect continuous. Why? Okay. Why? Because we have 4 plus a period of time. So 20 minutes. Whenever we have 4 plus a period of time, you want to think present perfect tense. Now, present perfect tense or present perfect continuous tense, both use this, right? Usually it's present perfect continuous to say this is ongoing. So in this context, right, we are still waiting for the bus. So it's ongoing. You got it, Mao. Awesome possum. All right, let's continue. She visit London 3 times. 3 times. All right. I'd love to visit London. Well, it seems that it's dangerous now, so maybe not now, but you know, it's where the king lives, and I'm Canadian, so we like our monarchy. Well, I can't speak for all Canadians, but while you're figuring out this answer, okay, remember to check out the time words, of course, 3 times, okay? We have some people saying A. You agree with them? Other people in the chat? I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, the A's have it. That means you A team, you guys are correct. Awesome. Why? Okay. Why is this present perfect? Have or has plus past participle. Why is this present perfect? Do you know? Think about it. Write it in the chat. You can write it with one word, actually. If you're not sure, I'm going to do a countdown. And if you're not watching this live, I want you to pause and think about the answer because you need to know. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reason is that this is an experience, right? Many times when we talk about traveling, it's all in the past or present perfect tense, right? This is an experience that has happened in their life. All right, so the word there, experience. Let's continue. All right, so my sister, blah, 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 practice the piano a lot lately. All right, it's not sister, it's sister. Sister, okay? My sister, the piano a lot lately. Which is it? Any of you people in the chat learned piano? Because I did when I was a kid. Okay. Ooh, everyone is saying E here. Maybe not everyone. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oof. Oh, you're right. But why? You didn't guess, did you? Oh boy. We have some people saying that others are cheating, except it's one T in cheating. But good enough. Okay. Um, so the answer is has been practicing, but why? This is present perfect continuous. Why? What's our time word here? Hmm? What's the time word? I want you to tell me in the chat. It's just one word. Okay. What is the word that's the time? Okay. Here we go. I'm fixing your grammar mistakes in the chat, okay? But our word is lately. Lately. Right? That means in the recent past. And obviously this is something that is still continuing, right? So we use the present perfect continuous. Let's continue. They blah blah a new house near the school. You can see the workers. So what is it? A, B, C, D, E, or F? Okay. What is our answer, guys? Be careful of the pronunciation of school. Okay. It's not school or something like that. It's actually has two sounds. I'm writing it in the chat. School. School. Okay. So what is our answer? We got lots of people saying B, and those people are correct or not? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bum, 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 bum. That's right. Okay. Are building. Good job. This is present perfect continuous, but why? Why? Okay. Why is it present perfect continuous? I mean, present perfect. Right? What's our time here? I want you to look at this sentence because I see not everybody got it correct. Okay. So this is yes, but why? You can see the workers. That's present tense. Okay. Oh, I see workers over there. Look at them. So that's happening now. So they are building a new house. Okay. They are building a new house near the school. Okay, so that's something happening right now. I can see the workers. That's why it's in the present continuous. Do you understand that, Carlos? Let me know now that I've finished my explanation. Okay. Next one. He, blah, 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 German for over a year now. What is it? Is it A, B, C, D, E, or F? Which one? Remember, don't guess. Look at the time. Look at the timing. All right, so let's see. Oh, we've got some different answers. F, B, dum. Let's see. I have 5 more seconds for the other people to guess or say because they really know. Oof, we got lots of different options today. Who is gonna win? 5, 4, 3, 2, drum roll please. Here we go. F. The F wins. Yay. Congratulations to Ariana. Amazing. Okay. Has been learning. Why? Why is this? Okay. I'm going to tell you it's 4 plus a duration of time. Over a year now. I'm laughing at you crazy people in the chat. Crazy in a good way. Okay. for over a year now, which means it's a duration of time. And we're focusing on the time continuing. So present perfect continuous. Note I haven't said, be careful of the pronunciation of been, okay? You might say been, you can, but the most common pronunciation is been. And if you look on Google, it will also tell you that it is been, a sound which doesn't exist in many languages, including Spanish. So be careful with that sound. All right, let me see. Got another one here. They lose their keys again. They blah 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 their keys again. No. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, or F. Okay, which one? Which one? Okay. Okay. Oh, very clever, Carlos, putting a literal animal bee in the chat. Okay. All right. We got some bees here. Let's see, let's see. Make sure you know why, okay? If I ask you why, you should be able to tell me right now, okay? And I also want you repeating these sentences, okay? Focus on your pronunciation, super important. So 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is have lost. So yes, the B's are correct. Congratulations, Carlos, Adriana, amazing. Okay, Roberto, keep studying. Okay. All right. Next, so yes, why? Okay, this is our last question. So, why? Why? Hmm? Why is this the present perfect tense? Have lost. Have lost. Why? Remember, we use present perfect because it's something that happens in the recent past, right? So there's actually 2 reasons here. So they just lost their keys in the recent past, okay? And also this is an experience that has happened to them, okay? Losing keys, it's a bad experience. I don't wish it on any of you. All right. So actually, congratulations to you guys that participated and got some right or wrong. If you missed the beginning of this class, go back for a clear explanation written down. Remember to always be speaking every time you are learning English. All right. This class will be available for 1 week only, so make sure you check it out. Next week, we're going to be learning about the past perfect continuous. That's even hard to say, all right? But yes, it'll be a similar lesson. I know you guys can do it. Awesome job. Keep studying and see you next week. Bye.